Right, this is a personal read. My name is Ari, the Healing Empress, aka the Fly Goddess. Real quick, I'm gonna get into this energy. All right. What's going on, love? All right, stability is here. All right, North Node is here, and betrayal, rock bottom, pains, and ending. All right. Before somebody reaches their North Node, somebody has to go through something. All right, somebody has to make a decision after some sort of betrayal. All right, somebody has to abandon a situation. All right, or somebody is going to keep going through a situation. All right, it's like somebody has to abandon somebody, surrender, and let go. All right, rock of the arrow, confirmation. Somebody has to surrender and let go of a situation, or they're going to keep going through something. All right, yeah, collaboration is here. It's about who this person is working with. All right, somebody keeps healing a situation, but abandoning a situation and healing a situation. Somebody is being sneaky behind the scenes. All right, this twin flame connection. All right, this is like you're supposed to learn lessons from this person, but it's interrupting some sort of wealth. All right, new beginning is here. All right, so somebody just has to, it's like you have to work extra hard that is around you that is burdening you. All right, so it's going to make things difficult for you. I got evil out here. All right, entity attachment and abuse. Somebody is doing spell work in the background still. All right, justice is here. All right, this person is not listening to spirit. Grief, loss, disappointment. All right, mature woman here, animosity. All right, so there's a mature woman that's mad at a situation. All right, the fool is here. All right, because someone's trying to get a new beginning, and somebody is not letting this person get a new beginning. All right, or somebody is standing in the way. Competition, challenge, yeah, of a new beginning. Somebody doesn't want somebody to have a new beginning. All right, so let's see. Why? Why? All right, donation readings are available at this time as well. If you know somebody who wants unlimited readings for a year, all right, the first one is 55.55. The second one is 7.77 if you're wanting a reading. All right, if you're wanting an unlimited reading. All right, karmic film is here. So it's a karmic film, all right? Spirit is trying to block this person from this person. All right, so spirit could be showing this person that this person needs to be blocked, but this person keeps inviting this person. All right, it's like nurturing energy. So somebody could come back on some fake ass love energy. All right, but this person is really trying to overpower this person. All right, new beginnings is here. All right, hey Sean Bright. All right, Ace of Wands is here. Somebody is definitely doing divination. All right. Somebody's trying to control the situation. Just using divination. A child. All right. This could be, you could be the child. All right. Courthouse is here. Oh no, you're fine. You're fine. New beginnings is here. All right, so there's some sort of new beginnings. Somebody could be, I don't know, fraternity could be here. Okay. Literally, you know what I think is funny? Somebody on here named Jalen, and they talking about, and they got this second this human nature, got a human nature lyric of it. It's funny. All right, literally, I've been singing Michael Jackson all fucking day. All right, so yeah, somebody's trying to do some. Maybe somebody trying to get pregnant. This is what I'm seeing. Somebody trying to get pregnant. Courthouse is here. Somebody feel like they can get some money from this shit. This is somebody trying to trap somebody. It's simple as that. Somebody trying to trap somebody. Evil eye is here burdening somebody. New beginning. Low. And somebody's trying to trap somebody. Love offer is here. All right, because let me tell you why this person trying to do this. This person is doing this because at the end of the day, like say you don't do for this, say this person don't do for this child, the parental will, and that's what they're seeing. They're seeing, this person got support. So if I have a child by this person, I'm gonna get what I need. This person is trying to use this person as a motherfucking bank, as an ATM. All right, yeah, trying to use this divine masculine, trying to use this masculine as a ATM. Damn. All right, animosity is here. Somebody may not want something, and somebody keeps speaking on something. Keep quiet. I heard keep quiet. Rest in peace is here. Something's gonna pass away though. Either this child, this baby that's trying to be created, it ain't happening. It's a dead opportunity. All right, transition and rest in peace is here. I don't know what the fuck wrong with people. You only gonna fuck your own body up. All right, confidence is here. Yeah, Emperor. There's something about this Emperor not wanting this shit. All right. Yeah, love offer. This Emperor don't want this shit. All right, strength is here. Ice Queens. It's like somebody is trying to force an issue. Billie Jean, it's not my love. She's just a girl that thinks that I am her one. But the kid is not her son. Ooh. Somebody could be getting pregnant from somebody else. Ooh, shit. Somebody's a whore. Absolutely. Here's her. All right. This person, damn, grief, adversity. All right, this person could be getting pregnant, don't know who the fuck that baby daddy is, trying to pin it on somebody else. All right. Again, sees this as a fucking victory. This bitch conniving as hell. All right, resistance is here. Somebody is resistant to just go the fuck away. All right, the fool is here. All right, mentally and emotionally unstable. All right, victory is here. Opportunity. All right, somebody's doing something that you can't resist. Or somebody's going to try to do something that somebody can't resist to hold somebody. All right, cricket here. All right, justice is being served. All right, some sort of money is coming in that's being owed. Your ancestors taking over. Wealth reward is here. All right, new life, a new venture. But this is after walking away from this person. Something is changing with a job, some sort of blessing. But you have to walk away from the person in order to receive any of this. All right, there's an insignificant somebody can't stop thinking about you. All right, relocation and blessing. All right, so you need to move away from whoever this person is. All right, this person is stopping you from what's really yours. All right, there's a feminine energy, but whoever is around is blocking something. All right, driving to you. Somebody is needing something from you. All right, somebody got caught up in something. All right, somebody brother got caught up in something. All right, I don't know if this is somebody who they call a brother. All right, has a secret baby. Ooh, so somebody who she called her brother. She couldn't be pregnant by them. Jail time is here. Yes, you were right. A passed on grandfather is watching over you. All right, so this person could be pregnant by somebody else. All right, and but it's still an unexpected loss. All right, still still an unexpected loss. Aunt is here. Somebody could be passing away in this person's family because a big change is getting ready to happen. Wheel of Fortune. Things are getting ready to turn in your favor. All right, there's something significant about an uncle. All right, taking you out to eat. All right, there's a baby mama that's mad and sad and catching karma at the time. All right, donation readings are available if anybody is interested in a year of unlimited reads. All right, with a year of unlimited burns and releases. All right, it's $55.55 for the first person. All right, there's a trip here. There's a trip that's getting ready to be taken. All right, let's see. Think about this trip. Somebody's in regret. Somebody driving somewhere. Somebody could be leaving. Ready to relocate. All right, so somebody's ready to relocate. So let's see. All right, there's a grandparent energy here. Moving to a new home. All right, somebody else is buying a vehicle. Instrument is here. All right, you and somebody else is getting money at the same time. All right, there's some money coming. All right, but you have to get away from this person. All right, you get ready to get some sort of vehicle and get ready to move. All right, I feel like God is using you as a tool at this time. All right, tape. All right, this could be some sort of information about a home and a vehicle. Here, you know. I feel like somebody passed away and left something for a family. Good is here. All you gotta do is wait. All right. Somebody got the proof when it comes to something. Nothing, child. I ain't got no appetite. I just don't have no appetite at all. I got so much going on. That's the last thing I'm thinking about at this time. All right. Ancestors are connected. All right. So there's some ancestors that's watching over you. All right. Somebody was doing some sort of graveyard spirit to try to control you. All right. Going shopping. All right. Somebody understands the position that you hold in the world. All right. Somebody is arguing about you. You said your phone went dead. Something's happening earlier than you expected last night. Is significant. All right, fake supporter. Something happened to a fake supporter last night. Dad's side. All right, so someone on your dad's side. Downtown McDonald's is significant. Siblings. All right, crystals is significant. All right. Somebody is scared of you but still love you. Sagittarius is here. Somebody's still in love with you. Crying because it's over. You could be ending it with somebody. Let they motherfucking ass cry. Somebody knows that you know what you're talking about, alright? Somebody could have a drug usage. All right, there's a legal matter happening. All right, that's gonna push you away from somebody. Money call is here. All right, divine intervention is here. All right, so God getting ready to do something to shake and move some things in your life. All right, and it sounds like God is getting ready to remove somebody out of your life by any means necessary. All right, because somebody is plotting on you. All right, is anybody else wanting to get a read on YouTube before I close it? All right, I'm gonna go ahead and end this live over on YouTube and wait for the next one.